Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the best shooting guards in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM here on this tier list. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. So we have 56 best shooting guards in the game to go through and rank. I've kind of decided recently 56 is like the perfect number for a lot of these tier lists. You get a good, thorough amount of most of these cards without being all of it. It's like the perfect amount for like a long but not super long tier list video as well. So with that being said, Allen Houston, I think B tier is probably fair for him. His shot is good. He's affordable. He's not a bad option at all. I wouldn't say he's among the elite of the elite at the shooting guard position, but he's definitely a good card. I think B tier is fair. Anthony Edwards, at this point, I'm only going C. I just don't love the jumper at 6'4". I think he's fine, but not great. Realistically, is probably how I would overall rank Anthony Edwards. He's fine, but just like, I don't know. The jumper needs to be a bit better, or he needs to be bigger to really be a higher level shooting guard. And unfortunately, that just wasn't quite the case with this card. I would have really liked him to be good, but he wasn't bad. But I mean, as a level 40, but he wasn't great. Ron Artest, I think he's got to go S tier. His shot's fine. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I don't know why they gave him Mark Hill full space for the second year in a row, but his shot is good. He's an elite defender. He's a bit of a threat off the dribble, although not an insane off the dribble threat. And overall, I think he's S tier, but I don't feel like amazing about that. Clay's also going to go C tier to me. Good 3 and D, but that's about it. He's not really an off the dribble threat at all. He's a good card, but he's not a great card. Joe Johnson, I'm not a big fan of this card either. I'm going C tier with him as well. His shot's fine, but I wouldn't say it's amazing. The only reason I'm not putting him D tier, honestly, is because we do have a few guys coming up on this list that I do think are pretty legitimately not very good cards. But Joe Johnson's not a card I'm a big fan of. Bilal Coulibaly, his shot's not very good. And he's got all basic SIGs. I understand he's 6'8" and a good defender, but I don't like his shot. He's not a threat off the dribble either. I just think offensively he's almost a liability. Brandon Miller's nice. He's a slightly worse version of Pink Diamond Brandon Ingram in my opinion. So I think I'll go high A. I do think he's a really solid card. You could argue S tier. Really, he's the same SIGs as Brandon Ingram does, but he's 3 inches shorter. He's similar defensively, which means he's not an amazing defender, but he's not a horrible one either. But he's not a great defender, and I would say his jumper's a little worse than BI's is as well. I think the A tier is probably the right spot for Brandon Miller overall, and so we're gonna go with him right high A. Ricky Davis, again, default swing jumper. His stats and batters are fine, but he's not a great defender. I think this card is pretty darn mid, y'all. I'm not saying he's terrible, but I'll go C tier, I guess. Drazen Petrovic, I actually like Drazen. I think he's better than the C tiers. He's good, got good stats and batters. His shot's not bad. I think he's better than all the C tier guys, at least. He's not bad. I think B tier is fine. Eddie Jones is going to be also C tier, honestly. Not a horrible defender, but kind of a low interior. He does have jaw escape, but his jumper's kind of I don't think he's great either. Bradley Beal, I honestly like this card offensively. I have him the same level as Anthony Edwards. Defensively, he's not amazing, but he moves good and his shot's nice. He's a fun offensive card. I just wouldn't say he's a great overall card. Tracy Murray's kind of a nothing as well. His shot's good, but that's it. Everything else about him was kind of underwhelming. I might wind up moving some guys down to D tier, honestly, from the C tier, because we have a lot of those guys who are C tier, I feel like. Raja Bell's a 3 and D with a good jumper and Pro 2 fade, but I wouldn't say he's an amazing defender. He's only 6'5", and he's not a huge off the dribble threat or anything like that either. Don't love that card. Ace Bailey's 6'10", but I don't love his shot. Who is the worst? Is this entire list C tiers? I think we have a lot less C tiers coming up, to be fair, but I feel like Ace Bailey at 6'10", I like his shot, but his stats and batters aren't super impressive. The size is nice, but I think C tier is where I would put him. I'm going to go A tier still for Pink Diamond Artest. He's definitely not as good as his Dark Matter, but he's still a good 3 and D with a good jump shot. Still a solid card. I don't think A tier's wrong. T-Mac's going to go B. I don't like his jumper very much. Otherwise, he'd be higher. I do think with the button it's okay, but he doesn't have great SIGs either, and I think his jumper's just so mid. I know he's a Dark Matter, but I don't think he's that good. I'm going to put Opal Clay in B. He's just a better version of the C tier Clay. Not hugely better, but Clay is one of the best cards in C, so I think lower B for his Opal is completely fair. Richard Jefferson has an awful jumper, therefore I'm going to put him D tier. I know his stats and batters are good, but his shot is terrible. Not interested in running him, honestly. Dylan Brooks is another B tier for me. I like this card defensively. I like his jumper. I like the Kemba escape. He's also got 85 driving dunk. He is a legitimately good option. Definitely one of the better budget shooting guards in the game. Dr. J is a no-brainer S tier. Still probably the best shooting guard in the game. He is absolutely amazing. Great shot creator, great slasher. Just a really good card. Eric Gordon is 6'3" at shooting guard. He's just too small. He's like a worse Bradley Beal. I think D tier is as high as I can go with him. Grant Hill, same as our test, lower A tier. Good card. Not amazing at this point, but good size, well-rounded stats and badges. Kemba escape. I like Grant Hill. He's good. Paul George, S tier, as is Kawhi, by the way. Both those guys are really good cards. I think they're 2 top 5 shooting guards in the game. Both great defenders with solid movement, good jump shots. They're very similar cards, honestly. Do very similar things on the court. I slightly prefer PG, probably, but both are great options at shooting guard. Omri Caspi, same thing as Allen Houston, Dylan Brooks. Really good budget shooting guard, good release, tray escape, solid finisher as well. Vince Dragback too. He's missing some badges, which isn't ideal, but he's 6'9" at the 2 with a great jumper. He's really nice. Scottie Pippen, A tier. I don't think he's S tier, but I think he's very good. I just don't think he's on the level of the top guys. I don't mind him at high A though. He and Brandon Miller are both really good cards still. I just don't think they quite crack S tier for me. Purvis Short has a mid jumper and kind of mid all around stats and badges. I just don't think this card's all that good. I mean, I say that. I feel like I got to move more guys down to D tier if I'm going to put him D tier. I'm going to move Ricky Davis and Tracy Murray to D tier as well. And I'm not going to lie, Eddie Jones might be next. We'll see. Brandon Roy. I'm going B tier. I love the slashing, but honestly, I think Artest and Grant are better. The shot's good, but I mean, yes, very good shot, very good slasher. His movement's not that good, though, at all. And defensively, he's underwhelming. I don't think he's all that great. I think his dark matter's a lot better, honestly, which is coming up here in a bit. Jason Richardson has such a mid jump shot. Kind of takes away from what is otherwise a pretty good card, although defensively, he's kind of underwhelming as well. I don't think Jay Rich is amazing either. I think C tier is as high as I would go with him. Brandon Ingram's going to go... Ooh, I'm still going low S with BI. I love this BI card, man. He's like a better version of Brandon Miller. Better jumper, bigger, same SIGs. Really good card. I think he's still low S tier. Very, very good. Brandon Roy. Love the jumper. The defense is way better than his Opal, which is a big difference. The SIGs are still the same, but he's got a shot on quick now and way better defense. I think it's enough for him to go from high B to low S. Maybe he gets moved up to low A, though. We'll see what the A tier looks like at the end. I do think he's the best card in B tier right now. Amen Thompson, low B. Mid B, actually. I mean, 6'7", great slasher. Shot's not bad. A little bit off the dribble game, but not crazy. He's a very good defender. He's a good card, but I'm going B tier with him. Mikal Bridges' jumper is so gross. Honestly, very similar to Richard Jefferson in that he's got a terrible shot, which takes away from what an otherwise a pretty good card. I'm actually going to go D tier with Mikal Bridges, though. I cannot stand his shot. Walt Williams is nice. I'm going to go B tier with him, and I feel completely fine with that, even as only a diamond. He's got Paul George escape, a good jump shot. He's 6'8" as well. This card is legitimately solid. I think he is really, really nice, and I think he deserves to be B tier for sure. Manu's another one of those guys that's like higher B, but probably not above that. I wish he had a little better jumper. He does have Paul George escape, which is nice. I think defensively he's solid, but I don't think he's amazing defensively by any means. His shot is a little It's better than it has been the last couple years. I feel like Manu's jumper hasn't been good in a long time in my team, but it's actually not bad, but I wouldn't say it's great either. Elgin Baylor doesn't do really anything special off the dribble. He's 6'5", and his jumper's clunky. I think he's D tier. DeMar has a horrible shot. He's D tier as well. Carmelo, he's S tier as well. Do I move B-Roy? Nah, I'm keeping all these guys in S tier. I think that's fair. Melo's nice. He's a better version of his Opal that came out yesterday. He's 6'7" shooting guard. Defensively, legitimately good. Very good, especially for a Melo card, but just in general, really good defender. And same animations as all of his other cards have in terms of his release on quick, Kobe escape. Can put the ball on the floor a bit and be a scorer, but he's not an elite level scorer either. George Gervin, this card's good. Like, I think he's good enough to be A tier. He's good. He's got a nice release. He's good defensively. He's a very, very solid card. I think Gervin is super duper nice. J.R. Smith, I'm going to go C tier. I don't love his shot nor his movement. He is kind of fun to use, but he's not an elite level shooting guard. Dale Lillis has another horrible jump shot. We got a bunch of those on this list, and he is another one of them. I think he is definitely another D tier guy on this list for sure. Tumani Kamara is a worse Herb Jones, who I haven't gotten to yet. I'm going to go B tier for Tumani, though. Great defender with a nice jumper and a decent finisher, too. He's pretty good, honestly. Tumani's not bad. I think he's a solid B tier option. Jaylen Brown, speaking of bad jumpers, D tier again. MJ, the only reason he's not D tier is because he moves really nice. I still don't think he's great at all, honestly, but I'm going to go C tier with him instead of D. Still don't like that card that much, though. Terry D, another S tier shooting guard. He's top couple shooting guard in the game for sure. Release is really nice. Movement is pretty solid. He's got Kawhi behind the back, which is great. He's a good slasher. He's a great defender, too. He's a very good card. Rudy Fernandez is super default swing, good slasher, fine jumper, underwhelming. He's like a slightly better Ricky Davis, although Ricky Davis feels a little low in D tier right now, I gotta say. He might get moved up if we have any more. You know what? I'm moving Ricky Davis back up to C tier. A little pivot there. Jimmy Butler. I'm moving B right to low A. I think Jimmy and B is right. His shot, actually, he's got Jimmy escape too. His shot's not bad. I'm going to go low A for Jimmy. Looking at this list, I think his shot's a little meh, but I don't think it's awful. I don't mind him in A tier, honestly. I think that's relatively reasonable. I'm not opposed to Jimmy as a card, honestly. I got this card from my King of the Court pack on my main account a couple days ago, and like I'm surprised how much I like him. He's not bad. Dr. J, I'm going A tier with him as well. He's not obviously his Pink Diamond or his Opal, but he's got the same animations, nice release. Stats and batters are underwhelming, yes, but animations matter just as much, if not more than those, and he's got very good ones. I do think that Dr. J is still a very nice card. Even his Diamond is still super usable. Tony Allen, awful. Like, horrible jumper at 6'4". He is not good at all. Glenn Rice, another S tier. We have a lot of S tier shooting guards. Glenn is another one. He is 6'8", good jump shot, good escape. Does a lot off the dribble. He's solid. I think Glenn is a really nice card. Kyle Korver, elite shooter, but the defense is like a little underwhelming. I think he's B tier. I don't think I'd go higher than that. Really great no-dip shooter, though. Maybe the best no-dip shooter in the game, honestly. That being said, he's not a huge threat off the dribble, although he does have Curry escape. Or sorry, Curry behind the back, I should say. And defensively, he's kind of but he's not bad. He's pretty good. You know what? Korver can go low A. I think Korver's good. Kevin Herter, Paul George escape, or maybe it's Jimmy Butler escape. I think it's Jimmy Butler escape, actually. Nice jumper, not a horrible defender, and a pretty good shooter, too. He's good for a diamond. I think he's B tier. Dominique is also going to go B tier to me. Not great, but he's like better than Joe Johnson is. I think shot could be a little better, but he's a great slasher. And overall, he's a solid card. Aaron Neesmith, solid card as well. I think guys like Brooks and Caspi are better, though, when it comes to those budget shooting guards. I think I'll go high C. He's not horrible. He's one of the better cards in C tier for sure. He's good defensively. His shot's fine. Kind of undersized, but pretty decent card. Brent Barry, his shot's really good. He's a great slasher. He's not bad defensively. I think he's lower A tier as well, but I don't mind him in the A tier at least. I think Brent Barry's pretty good. And then Herb Jones is also A tier. I really like Herb Jones as well in my team. 6'7", really nice release. He is an absolute dog. My favorite diamond shooting guard in the game for sure. I'm a big fan of what Herb Jones provides on the court. And with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy the tier list. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.